Alright guys, I'm gonna make another video because the last video I had made has like, I don't know, 10,000 views. So there's a lot of people interested in this plan. And I want to go over a couple things. What hotspot I use, is the service throttled, how much data I use every month, things like that. Because a lot of people think, oh, after 22 gigs it's throttled. I'm telling you, it's not throttled. That's a bunch of bullshit. And NetBuddy, I don't know what NetBuddy's deal is, but you can, if you want to go through NetBuddy, be my guest. It's double the price, you get the exact same service. I know this because I've had both services and I found out about this plan and it made me very angry. And so anyway, let's go over it. The hotspot I use is called the Nighthawk MR1100. This is what it looks like. Right now I've got 4 bars LTE and it's charging up. So I've got 3 devices connected to it. My hotspot, I've got my cell phone, my iPad, and my laptop connected to it. The one reason I use this one is it has an Ethernet port right there. That Ethernet port allows me to connect a mobile router to my hotspot, which allows to prioritize anyway. If you want to know more about that, let me know. I'll go over that. But that hotspot also has the best antennas on the market. So it uses the Galaxy Note 9 or the S9 antennas, same antennas as those phones. So I get really good service on that one. That hotspot is a little bit more expensive than the normal hotspots. That one cost me $200 from AT&T. I've seen them used on eBay, Amazon, and things like that for about 150 bucks. So if you want the best hotspot, in my opinion, that's the best one. But other than that, let me show you how much data I've used. I'm on the last day of the month, so here's my count overview. So as you can see, I have used 195.13 gigs. Today's my last day of the cycle, so it'll renew tomorrow. Here's my usage. I've had this plan since June of last year, and you know I go all over the country with it. I love it. Now, so obviously you've seen I've used way more than 22 gigs of data. So I should be throttled. I should be having, pretty much shit speeds. It's 9 o'clock right now. I'm in Chicago. I'm on the outskirts of Chicago, and let's go do a speed test. Let's see what we get. So here's a speed test, AT&T internet. I'll go ahead and hit go, and let's see what kind of speeds we get. Very good ping. I'm getting, 38, 30 megabits per second. Fantastic speeds. A lot of people think that this plan is throttled because it says after 22 gigs you might be slowed down or whatever. I've only run into that very, 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 very rarely. I've only run into that like in Los Angeles when there's a million people there trying to use it, or something like that. But as you can see, it's 9 o'clock at night. I'm getting great service, great speeds. I've used over almost 200 gigs of data. The plan is not throttled. Don't listen to people in the comments telling you, oh, I've been throttled after 20 gigs or whatever that bullshit is, because that's all bullshit. I can prove it to you over and over and over and over. Anyways, guys, if you have any more questions, let me know. When people ask me how to get IMEI numbers, I'm not going to tell you how to get that. There are comments after comment after comment in the previous video of how to get an IMEI number. And when you guys ask me questions, how come I'm only getting 5 megabits or 10 megabits? I don't know the answer to that question either. This is service through AT&T, so if you have AT&T in your area, you might get 5 megabits, you might get 90 megabits. I was in Sacramento a couple weeks ago and I was getting 85 megabits per second. So it just honestly depends on where you're at, how good your service is, how far the towers are, and all that. Also, the hotspot device does make a big difference. If you have a AT&T Velocity, that's one of the cheaper hotspots. It's not going to get as good speed as a AT&T MR1100 Nighthawk. But it's whatever you can afford. Obviously, this plan is like $30 a month, so you're not looking to spend a ton of money on internet. And if you live in a rural area, like I live in way up in northern Montana, this works great for me. I have one for my house, one for my truck, and my wife carries one in her car so that whenever she's driving, she has service for our son on his iPad. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to make a video to prove to you this wasn't throttled. It wasn't, you know, at 22 gigs you weren't going to get cut off or anything like that. If you have any questions, concerns, or whatever, let me know. I'll try to answer them the best I can, as I did the previous video. If you guys do like the videos, hit the like button, subscribe, or whatever. Hit the whatever buttons. It just gets people to actually view the videos. I don't have enough subscribers to get paid for this shit. I'm just doing it because I paid hundreds of dollars for internet on the road before I found this. Alright guys, have a good night.